Shabbos, stay tuned. There's a Gavaldiga podcast. Rabbi Steve Geller does a Gavaldiga Zach, and that'll be coming out this week. Torah Giants on Chumash. Shalom Uvrach, and welcome to the weekly piece on the Parsha from Torah Giants on Chumash, written by Rabbi Yisrael Goodman, the Rabbi Emeritus of Yeshua Rockaway. Sit back and enjoy.
Welcome to Torah Giants on Chumash. I'm Steve Geller. What do we really know about Yovel? Most of us are familiar with the cycle of Yovel, translated as the Jubilee, being the 50th year after seven-year Shemittah cycles. But like everything else Rabbi Goodman brings us, there's a treasure buried in the details we never would have seen. Our Parsha starts with the mitzvah of Shemittah, that when we enter Eretz Yisrael, our holy land of Israel that Hashem gave us, we will observe the Sabbath of the land, meaning farmers will work the land for 6 years, then let the land rest for the entire seventh year. This is a remarkable mitzvah on its face. How can Hashem tell an entire nation which depends on its farmers in the millennia before refrigeration and modern food preservation methods to not plant or harvest food for an entire year? And it's worse than that, because you will eat in the 6th year, but there will be no harvest in the 7th year, and you won't be able to plant food in the 7th year for the next year either. So that one sabbatical year affects the 6th, 7th, and 8th years as well. According to all laws of nature, that simply doesn't work. Thankfully, Hashem addresses this very issue in an unprecedented way. And should you ask, what are we to eat in the 7th year if we may neither sow nor gather our crops? I will ordain my blessing for you in the 6th year so that it shall yield a crop sufficient for 3 years. Hashem is promising that the yield of our land in the 6th year will last us for 3 years. That 6th year, the 7th year of rest of the land, and the 8th year where there was no harvest from the sabbatical 7th year. We also know along with the Yovel, land ownership reverts to the original owners. This is our acknowledgement that the land belongs to Hashem, and Hashem's laws dictated this chain of ownership. This is how we observe those holy laws. According to the Gemara in Erechim, the system of practicing the laws of Yovel began with the conquest of Eretz Yisrael by Yehoshua. So in addition to the merit of bringing Klal Yisrael into Eretz Yisrael, Yehoshua also initiated this open miracle of the Shemitah Yovel cycle. Is there some connection between Hosea and the spiritual uniqueness of Eretz Yisrael? In Bamidbar in Parsha Shlach, the pasuk says that Moshe added a yud to Hosea's name, making it Yehoshua. Rashi explains it perfectly. By giving him this name Yehoshua, which is a compound of Hashem's name, Yud and Hey, and Hosea, God may save, he in effect prayed for him, may Hashem save you from the evil counsel of the spies. Name changes aren't little things, and to give us the proper color, I asked our Rav Eytan Feiner shlita, for the color we needed to tell the rest of the story.
So Rashi says, based on the Medrash, why did he add a Yud? 22 letters in the alphabet. Add any letter you want. So the Gemara says he took the Yud of Sarah. That needs to be a Rosa. Yud of Sarah. So that means there's a piece of Sarah, because the name is the essence. It means there's a piece of Sarah in Yehoshua. Number one, what's that all about? Number two, so why Dafka Yud? We spell the name of Hashem. But there are many names of Hashem. What's with the Yud and the Hey? The Gemara says, Menachas Chavtes and Beis Kidu Hashem Tzur Olamim. Olam Haz is created with the letter Hey. Olam Haz is created with the letter Yud. Writes the Moshe and Sukkot and Beis and Beis. There are 15 steps going into the Beis Hamikdash. Connected the Yud and the Hey. The Kohanim stop at step number 10, step number 5 to blow the Chatzaitzos. Because what's the Beis Hamikdash? The Mokum HaChibur between Olam Haba and Olam Hazah, between Shemayim and Arts, between Elyonim and Tachtonim. Yeshua, Moshe is all Ruchni. He's the one. He brings down the man. He's the glow. Yeshua is one. Started out like us. Grew up to become Yeshua. He's the one to take us into Eretz. What's Eretz? No more man. No bear. No cover. You're going to work the land. You're going to pick up sword and shield. You're going to have to fight wars. What's Eretz? Take the Gashmi. Be rooted in the Gashmi and elevate it to the world of Ruchni. He's Hosea. What's Hosea? The Hey, Ish and Isha. Man gets the Yud because he's Ruchnius. Woman gets the Hey because she's Gashmius. But Hosea was down here in Olam Hazeh. Moshe says your job is to take them into Etzol, connect them to the Elomas Elyonim, even while they're in Etzol. That's connecting the Hey to the Yud. Yehoshua, he's going to be down here in this world, connecting to the next world. What's Shemitah? You're in this world. The whole ending of Shemitah. Where's Yehoshua going to be? Shemitah is the land. I got to work the land. No. When you get Ruchni, you just start working a little bit. God's going to do the rest. That's Shemitah. That's where Yeshua's marum is.
So now you have the backstory that will lead us into another mind-boggling piece Rabbi Goodman quotes from Yisrael Yosef Taubs in his amazing sefer Dorshei Reshumos. Let's look at our parsha. But if his means do not suffice to regain it, then that which is sold shall remain in the hand of him who has bought it, ad shnas hayovel v'yatza, until the year of Yovel, and then it shall go out, and he shall return to his possession. Rav Taubs points us to the first letters of the key phrase here, ad shnas hayovel v'yatza, until the year of Yovel when it goes out, meaning when it shall be returned to the original owner automatically. The first letters of those first 4 key words make up Hosea. Pretty cool, but it could be a coincidence. Except, my friends, it happens 4 more times. In Pasuk Nun, again, in the exact phrase discussing Yovel. And he shall reckon with him who bought him from the year that he was sold to him to the year of Yovel. And it was, the price of his sale shall be according to the number of years, according to the time of a hired servant shall it be with him. The key phrase here, ad shnas hayovel v'haya. The Rosh Tevos of those 4 words spells Hosea. The 3rd time in our parsha in Pasuk Nun Beis, again in the only phrase that directly mentions Yovel. And if there remain but few years until the year of Yovel, and calculate according to his years, shall he restore the price of his redemption. Ad shnas hayovel v'chishav. But then something even more magical happens. Let's look at Pasuk Mem and Mem Aleph. As a hired servant and sojourner, he shall serve until shnas hayovel ya'avod imach, the year of Yovel with you, v'yatza, and then he shall depart from you, and he and his children with him, and shall return to his family, and the possession of his fathers shall he return. Here, the Torah not only mentions Yovel, but articulates the halacha of a slave's liberation, which happens on the Yovel. In the 5 words that clearly articulate this crucial halacha, the Rosh Tevos spell out the complete name, Yehoshua. Isn't that just amazing? But as a postscript, my friends, and to illustrate how important and holy the mitzvahs of Shemittah and Yovel are, the Torah in Devarim clearly expresses the Yetzer Hara that we're all supposed to suppress in the wholehearted performance of this beautiful mitzvah. Here, the Torah warns, beware there not be an unworthy thought in your heart, saying the 7th year, the year of release is at hand, and your eye is evil against your poor brother, and you give him nothing, and he cries to Hashem against you, for it shall be reckoned to you as a sin. Just amazing, right? Another beautiful piece by Rabbi Goodman quoting the amazing sefer Dorshei Reshumos. You know what else would be beautiful? If you like this video, no. Actually, there's one more thing. The warning about the pivotal moment, shnas hashmita v'ra einecha, the Rosh Tevos of those 4 crucial words spells Hosea. But I don't have to spell out for you the importance of sharing this amazing Torah with family and friends. And it couldn't be easier, as you know. Just like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. But most importantly, when you hit that share button, it copies the link to this video, allowing you to simply paste it into emails, Facebook, texts, WhatsApp groups, or your social media of choice. They'll all appreciate you for it, and feel free to leave any comments or questions below. It's all to help realize the potential of Rabbi Goodman's life's work, Torah Giants on Chumash. We go to yeshiva to learn, that's Torah. We seek closeness to Gedolim, that's Torah. We daven for inspiration and v'sein chalkeinu b'sorasecha, that's Torah. We come up with chidushim in our own learning, that's Torah. Maybe. Share your chidushim. Send your original Torah pieces to torahmaybe@gmail.com or email that address for more information. Also visit www.youtube.com/@torahmaybe.